Good morning, everyone. Now, at this time, Ms. Nelson will lead us in our opening meditation.
Good morning. If you would, please gently close your eyes and join me in the morning meditation. Just relax, taking in some deep cleansing breaths. With each exhale, you release more and more stress, become more centered. Just allow that to happen as you relax all the muscles in your face, around your eyes, taking in more deep cleansing breaths down through your neck and shoulders, down through your arms and hands. Relax all those muscles in your torso, down through your legs and out through your feet. Just enjoy the way that feels. The oneness, the healing energy all around you. I'd like for you to visualize a beautiful silver crystalline waterfall. It sparkles, it shines, it's beautiful. I want you to see this beautiful crystalline waterfall as it goes down through the crown chakra, from the top of your head. And we're going to go down through all the chakras in the body. As it moves down through the chakras, the flow of energy will expand out to all of the cells. It moves down through the third eye chakra, sending healing energy throughout the head area to every cell in that area as it moves down through the throat chakra, sending out healing energy to every cell in the throat area. You can feel this beautiful energy and peacefulness. You know it's healing as it moves down through the body. And now it's moving down to the heart chakra, sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. Just enjoy the way that feels. That beautiful healing energy as it moves down through the solar plex chakra and sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that area of the body. The healing flow of energy is moving down to the sacral chakra, and it's sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. Now the healing energy is moving down to the root chakra, and it's sending out healing energy to all of the cells in that area of the body. You can feel the healing energy moving through all of the cells of the body. It is beautiful and peaceful and has great power. It heals everywhere it touches. It's moving throughout all of the cells in the body. Enjoy the way that feels. Feel the peace and the love that surrounds you. The body has all the energy that it needs to remain balanced and in harmony. Any excess energy that is not needed by the body to function in complete balance and harmony is passed off through the legs and feet. Anything that the body does not need, it passes through the legs and feet. It passes to the world as excess energy that anyone else can use. Take that feeling throughout the week, feeling complete balance and harmony. I have a good body. I have a strong body. I have a healthy body, and my body is functioning in complete balance and harmony, functioning absolutely perfectly. This is the way it is and the way it shall be. And now, if you would gently open your eyes and feel yourself feeling wonderful all over, and so it is.
Please stand and let us read together our vision and mission statement along with the Declaration of Principles. CSL West Georgia is a joyful global community where everyone belongs. Through our unique spiritual teachings, we provide a safe environment to experience compassionate living. Now, Declaration of Principles. I believe there is one creative intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe my purpose is to allow this divine mind to express in, as, and through me. I know that this divine presence is a power for good, which responds to my conscious use to create a life filled with health, love, peace, and success in all things. I use it now, and I rejoice in it, and so it is.
And so it is. And please remain standing and sing, I Remember Who I Am. It's a good day when you wake up and remember who you are, you know. Very good day. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who you are. It's pure spirit. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who you are. It's pure spirit. We are life. We are light. We are love. We are joy. We are peace. We are wisdom and beautiful harmony. We are pure spirit. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. This pure spirit. One more time, everybody. I remember who I am. I remember who you are and who we are. It's pure magic. Thank you.
Now we will have a reading by Miss Ursula Spratling.
All right. Woohoo.
Good morning, Reverend. Good morning. The reading today is from Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. Page 245, Healing is a Revelation. The first word says the practitioner, but when I read this, I thought it, even though I'm not a practitioner, I read it as if it's myself. The practitioner should know that at the center of every man's being, there is an absolute perfect life, a complete wholeness, and a deathless principle. The work of the practitioner is to mentally uncover this ever-present reality, this changeless and external perfection. In the uncovering process, the practitioner may use many forms of thought. His thought may take the form of reasoning, logic, argument, affirmation, denial, or realization. The form of mental procedure is not important. The all-important factor is whether or not the form which he uses causes his mind to believe, to understand, and to accept the perfect and spiritual nature of his patient. Suppose we were told that a beautiful diamond ring lay at the bottom of a trunk filled with rubbish, and that it was to be ours when we should succeed in uncovering it. Should we care very much what method we use to remove the rubbish? The main thing would be to find the diamond. We should feel justified in using any method which would enable us to do this. This is equally true in spiritual mind healing. We must uncover the perfect man. We must remove every obstruction of thought which denies his presence. Spiritual mind healing is a revelation, in though we go through a process to arrive at it. Each one must work out his own method and pursue his own logic. If his method and logic lead him to the right conclusion, he will be rewarded by an affirmative answer. And again, this is from the Living the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. Thank you.
Thanks, Ursula. Connie and I have a song for you this morning by Bob Simon. It celebrates that beautiful creation that Sandy made on the wall over there between the lamps. It's called No Mud, No Lotus. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of pain in your past? The things that broke you, well, they also woke you to the questions you needed to ask. The sleepless nights and the dizzying heights and the dreams, some of which came true. Tough breaks, heartaches, perfect mistakes created this version of you. Oh, sing it, honey. In everything you go through grows you. It grows you, and everything you go through grows you. Exposes who you are. If it hurt, it made you softer. If it was hard, it filled a hunger. If it touched you, your heart took hold. If it was simple, it made you wise. If it was sweet, it made you smile. Made an indelible impression on your soul. feet they walked, and your lips they talked, and your hands dug around for the truth. Every look, every book, every pictures you took created this version of you. And everything you go through grows you. It grows you. And everything you go through grows you. Exposes who you are. It was the roots of an endless summer, part-time temporary lover, and the smoke from the deep blue sky. And as time flew, you gathered up your truth as it passed right before your eyes. And the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece just below the skin. And in the glow of your own light, your petals open wide, and you bloom right where you are. And everything you go through grows you. It grows you, and everything you go through grows you, exposes who you are. Let's sing it one more time. It's okay. Yes. And everything you go through grows you. It grows you, and everything you go through grows you, exposes who you are. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of pain in your life? Things that broke you, well, they also woke you to the questions you needed to ask.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Thank you. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I would like to introduce Reverend Murr. See, Miss Cynthia, it was meant for me to hear you guys to sing this. Okay. All right, so introducing Reverend Murrow means a remarkable individual whose journey is as diverse as it is inspiring. With over 46 years of unwavering dedication to religious science, Reverend Means has served as a beacon of spiritual guidance and wisdom for countless individuals. His journey into ministry began 28 years ago when he was ordained as a minister, marking the commencement of a lifelong commitment to uplifting others. Besides answering the call to ministry, Reverend Means led a distinguished career in law enforcement, which includes being an officer as well as a forensic chemist in the crime lab. His experiences as a Vietnam veteran further enriched his perspective, instilling in him a profound sense of duty and compassion. Beyond his professional endeavors, Reverend Means is also a captivating motivational speaker, known for his ability to inspire and empower audiences with his words of wisdom and encouragement. Currently residing in Tucker, Reverend Means has chosen to be near his son, daughter, and 7 beloved grandchildren. This decision reflects his deep-rooted commitment to family and community, values that continue to shape his life and ministry. In Reverend Merle Means, we find not only a dedicated servant of faith, but also a compassionate leader, a devoted family man, and a source of inspiration for all who have the privilege of crossing his path. Please welcome our guest speaker to the podium, Reverend Merle Means.
Now I'm going to cry. Thank you so much for that introduction. Good morning. Oh, come on, it's gooder than that. Good morning. All right, we'll work on that one. So for all of those who are in the ethers out there watching this service today, I challenge you that next Sunday you come here and be with us. Get out of your pajamas. Come on down here, because there's more to Science of Mind. There's more to this church than what a TV tube can give you. It's the energy, it's the love, it's the fellowship, it's all that goes with it. It's the whole package. So you're missing probably the bigger part of this whole thing, because you get to see Science of Mind in action here. Yeah, do I get an amen on that? Amen. All right. Oh, so the title of my talk today is ASK. Okay, so I'm excited about this talk because I changed my talk like midstream, because in my meditation I was guided to say something different. But even though I say something different every Sunday, it's all the same. It's the same message, right, underlying it. But I realized that this tool, this avenue that I have to share with you, is that what I was thinking I wanted to say, my heart said there was something else I needed to say. So the talk that I was going to give to you, you'll get it another time. So I'm really inspired with this talk. It's made a difference in my life. This week, I've been working every day on it, thinking about it, writing about it, and living it. And it just filled me with so much enthusiasm and so excitement that I just couldn't wait to get here to talk with you about it. And that may not seem like a big thing to you, but you'll, as you hear as I go through this, life has been going kind of like this, here lately. And anyone relate to that? Yeah, up and down and up and down. Yeah, okay. And well, I'm getting too far into my talk. Anyway, I just wanted to share this revelation that I've had. By the way, now, did you know that if you dream in color, it's just a pigment of your imagination? Think about it. Not a figment, it's a pigment. So the title of my talk is ASK. And you're probably saying, oh, here he goes again with his cute little titles. But there's more to the ASK, ask. The word ask presents a picture to us. What does it mean? Well, you're asking a question, you're asking for something, you're communicating. But what if we look past that and we look at the letters ASK? we're going to see that there's a meaning behind that may have escaped us by just looking at ask. And I'm going to go into that. Because there's more to know about that, I believe. Okay, so we're not human beings. We're human becomings because we're always evolving. We're always growing. We're always becoming more. And if you're not, then you're going the other way. And that slide downhill is not a good one. It's not a happy one. And it doesn't have the results that you would like it to have. So we must grow. We must expand our awareness. We must open up to a greater truth. Now, when I said, here I am giving you this cute little title again, and all that, you know that I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to be funny. I'm just trying to get the ball rolling here. I said, but I don't judge you. I'm not judging you for anything that you say or do or want, because it's not my place to judge. In Matthew 7, verse 1, Jesus said, "Judge not that you may not be judged. Judge not that you may not be judged." Now, words are words. And you can look at them just words and say that they're just a word. But there's more to words, because words have effect. Words have a feeling. Words can change people's lives. Words can change people's lives. So there's more behind words than just the word. It's what the intent is and what follows with it and what results that it does. So as I was reading this verse, I was inspired to look beyond the obvious truth to see the greater truth. And we'll be talking more about that in a minute. So I'm working really hard on this thing called judgment. Are you familiar with that? Yeah, this is yes, this is no. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to rev you guys up here today. Are you asleep? Hell, come on now. Okay. So when I was a child, I was chubby. My mom, back then, their belief system was a fat baby is a happy baby, is a healthy baby, but that's not necessarily true. But anyway, I was, in my younger years, I was chubby. And so when I went to like kindergarten and the first years of schooling, being chubby is something that people can laugh at and make fun of, and you know where that goes. And then when I was in middle school, I had a problem reading and spelling. I didn't know that I was dyslexic. I didn't know that. But the result of that made me feel less than, because I couldn't read like everybody else and I couldn't spell like everybody else because I was different. So feeling different made me unhappy. I wanted to be like everybody else. Then in high school, I didn't really date in high school because I was afraid of rejection. Because my life leading up to it had things that caused me to judge myself as not whole, perfect, and complete. So I really didn't date. Perhaps someone here this morning can relate to the things I've just been saying. As you were growing up, you were different. Maybe your skin color was different. Maybe your language was different. Maybe you came from, as an immigrant or something that has caused you to feel less than, not welcome, not a part of. So I tell myself, Merle, you know better, so just do better. But that's not real easy, is it? because as time goes by and this gets stamped on us and stamped on us and stamped on us and stamped on us, it becomes our imprint. It becomes who we think we are, but it's not who we are, because we are so much greater than that. We are so much beyond the body, what people think, what people say, what I have, what I don't have, because you could sit in a room for the rest of your life and be happy if you're connected with the source, if you are one with all it is. If you know who you truly are, you don't need anything else. But if you know who you are, all will be added unto you. It tells us that in the Bible, and I'll get to that again. So, meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's look at, open your Bibles to Matthew 7, verse 1. I like to say that. Judge not, that you may not be judged. For with the same judgment that you judge, you will be judged, and with the same measure with which you measure, and it will be measured unto you. Now, what this verse is saying is that if you judge, someone else is going to judge you, right? Comes full circle? Yeah? Oh, someone's nodding their head going, yes, okay. Yes. However, in my journey to look beyond the word, I realized that I was judging myself. And I believe that verse says that, it says, I will, let me get the exact words here. You will be judged with the same measure. You, me. So that means, to me, that means I will judge myself. When it says you will be judged, you will judge. I've been judging myself for so many years that it seems to be like my lifestyle. It's difficult for me to get rid of. It just kind of keeps popping up and popping up. When I was at the height of my ministry, I was in my 50s, and I could, Sunday morning, wake up and say, what do I want to talk about today? Well, this, and this. Okay. I mean, I've been mulling over reading and doing during the week, but this is what I want to talk about. And I write those three or four items down, and then I could talk for hours. It just came and it just came. But now, at my age, it doesn't seem to flow like that anymore. And so I judge myself that I'm not as good as I could be. I could be better. I could do better. So I'm judging myself right now. I'm thinking, and I've been thinking, and like I said, I've been going up and down. I've had my highs and go, yes. And then I had my lows and said, no. So I don't know, some of you were here last time I was here, and I went to the wrong church, and I got here late, and I had to drive the Indy 500 on the highway to get here. And speaking of that, that's one of the Indy 500. That's one of the things that I have a problem with, because I judge people. Look at how stupid you're driving. Don't do that. This, I realize that my judgments out there are really the judgments about me in here. They are the judgments in here which I have about myself, which I have now extended to others. And so right now, I have a runny nose. Right now, I'm dealing with an issue, and I think I've got it getting it. This talk is getting under control. From anyway, the issue that I've been dealing with is: do I really still want to be a minister? And that's based out of what I just told you. That it doesn't flow to me like it used to. I don't have the charisma that I used to. I don't have what I used to be. And so I thought maybe then by my judging, I'm ripping off other people by not being more, that I need to be more. And so here I am today. I'm back full circle. I'm back to being in high school again, where I'm afraid to be rejected, where I don't think I'm good enough. All my stuff from the back is still coming up for me right now, coming up and telling me that I'm not okay. But I want to be okay. Don't you want to be okay? The only way I can be okay is to be okay with myself. But there's all these things that, I guess I need to get my butt out of the way. Over the years, I have been to and I have given many workshops and seminars, working on my stuff. So all the workshops that I've done and everything that I've been at has told my brain that I'm done with that. It's over with. No more. And so for every workshop I went through, I took my stuff and I put it there. Every event, counseling, prayer, whatever, everything that I've done, I've taken that stuff and I put it there. And I say, there, it's there, I'm here, it's gone. But it's not gone. It's never gone. It's always there. It's always there. And I think, well, I'm here and that's there. But really, I'm here. It's with me. We call it race mind in religious science. It is the repository for everything we've ever thought, ever said, ever done, individually and collectively. Do you ever have the experience where something happens to you, say something, go, where did that come from? Race mind. That's where it came from. Because every thought that a human being has ever thought is in that. It's a good and it can be bad. There's good things in there and there's things that I would call bad. So here I am again with all that stuff kicking me right in the face. But I left it over there. But really, I take it with me every place I go. You can't just say, it's done, it's gone. We have to do diligence. We have to be on top of the situation. We have to keep a clear mind. We have to pray, we have to meditate, we have to study, we have to grow. That's how it stays there. But if we get, then it's here. It reminds me of that song that goes, here we go again, woo. Yeah, here I go again. But I'm going to leave that stuff there. I'm going to be who I want to be. I am going to share who I am with everyone that comes into my world, no matter who they are, what they think, what they do. So I'm working on myself to raise my awareness, raise my consciousness. I know a problem cannot be solved at the level of consciousness that it was created. A problem cannot be solved at the level of consciousness that it was created. Thank you, Einstein. That's just what I needed to hear. So what does that mean? It means I've got to raise my consciousness. I'm asking you, everyone here, everyone out there, I'm asking you to join me on a journey of discovery, to take our awareness, our consciousness to a higher level. Will you join me? Yes. Will you join me? Yes. Okay. By taking our journey to a higher level, we will know more clearly the truth, that the truth will set us free. There is only one truth, and that is this. There's one life. That life is God's life. That life is whole, perfect, and complete. That life is my life now, and all my needs are met. I'm going to say that again. There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is whole, perfect, and complete. That life is my life now, and all my needs are met. Let's affirm this. I will say it, and you say it after me, okay? There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is my life now. And I skip whole, perfect, and complete. See, I'm still, that was a Freudian slip right there. I am still working on being that whole, perfect, and complete person. So my mind went, whoop. Let's try it one more time. There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is whole, perfect, and complete. That life is my life now. And that's the truth. I date myself. I remember from Rowan and Martin's show, and they always say, and that's the truth. Anyway, truth, however, is in the eye of the beholder. Truth is in the eye of the beholder. And if the beholder has a truth at a lower level of understanding, it's kind of like this. I'm standing at a river, and I look that way, and I look this way and go, oh, the river's straight. But I'm not going to climb up. If I climb up on a boulder, I can say, maybe it is turning a little bit. Then I get up in the tree top and I go, oh, wow, it's definitely turning. But if I go to the mountaintop, I can see the entire river, and it's not straight. It turns and it curves and it goes this way and that way. But only from the higher consciousness can I see the truth. If I look at it from my sense, feelings, hearing, touching, my senses, it's going to be limited. Can you hear everything? No, you can't. Can you say everything? I've heard people try, but only from that higher truth do we really know the truth. But you might say, but facts are true. Well, facts may be true, but they're not the truth, because there's always more. Science finds something and says, this is the truth. And then more investigation goes, oh, and this is the truth also. It was the truth of what we knew at that point in time. Only from a higher consciousness can we see the truth. The higher we go in consciousness and awareness of the higher truth, we shall see that our job, our path, our journey is to go where no one has gone before. Do we have any Trekkies in here? Okay. I just checking to see if you're still with me here. The higher we go in conscious awareness of the higher truth, we shall see that our job, our path, our journey is to grow, to believe, to see, to know a higher truth. I'm sure you're familiar with the old saying, I don't believe it when I see it. But you can't see it until you believe it. when I was working at the World Ministry of Prayer, I had people call from all over the world for prayer. And this one person called, and I gave this wife a dynamite prayer, and I go, yes. And he says, I sure hope it works. He heard, but he did not listen. He did not enter into that higher place of consciousness where all things are possible. We're told we are to seek and knock. And what happens if we seek and knock? Anyone? It will be given unto us. Yes. And what will be given unto us? What we ask for. What are we asking for? For eyes to see and ears to hear the truth. The truth. And what are we seeking? The journey to find that truth. Remember, whoever asks receives. He who seeks finds. And to him who knocks, the door is open. But you know what? Often we seek and we find the door and we go, we don't knock. For why? Because I'm chubby? Because I'm afraid of failure? Because I don't want to feel foolish? And that was one of my fears of coming up here. What happens if I can't come up with the words? What happens if I go blank? What if I just stand here? I'm going to feel foolish. Those things have to go away. I have to put them there and leave them there. Maybe there's also a higher meaning to the word ask, A-S-K. A is for allow. S is for spiritual, and K is for knowledge. Allow spiritual knowledge. When we ask, A-S-K, we allow Spirit's infinite knowledge to flow to us, in us, and through us. When we look beyond the obvious, the mysteries of the meaning of life will unveil themselves itself to us. In February 12, 1959, Ernest Holmes was dedicating the Whittier Church. And he gave this arousing talk, and it was wonderful. Then all of a sudden, he stopped. He was silent. Is he okay? Is he having a stroke? Then he said, I see it. The veil is thin, and I'll say no more. What he saw was that veil between us and who we really are is so thin. We can pierce that veil and become that which we were created to be. We are not created to be poor. We are not created to be sick. We are not created to be alone. We are not created to be fearful. We have to step through that veil and realize those things are only judgments I have about myself, but it's not the truth. Jesus spoke at many levels. Remember my parable about the river and the levels of truth? The whole physical senses of our eyes and ears are that of the river. And when we step past that, we reach the mountain. And when we reach the mountain, we will G-E-T, wisdom, is what getting for our understanding. Hopefully, we're on a spiritual journey. Hopefully. No, however, we are on a spiritual journey to open ourselves up to a higher level of understanding. And we'll be opened up to that level. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 13, I'm going to have to do that another time because I think I'm running kind of long here. Basically, it's the parable of that he goes. He says he came out of his house. So there's a large following by the ocean. I'll do a metaphysical interpretation of this because there's a lot of really neat stuff in this. And he goes up in a boat. I'll do that one. If you're at the seaside, as they call it, he doesn't have to go up to get into a boat because they don't have huge boats in. They're just small boats. He just has to step into it. So he's saying you have to go up in consciousness. Basically, what he's saying is that it's the parable of the sower. That a sower went out to sow the seeds, and some fell on the parched, and some fell on the dry, and some fell on the fertile, and there's all these steps to it. This is the same analogy as my river. And he says, for those which were his followers that believed in it, he says that you've been granted the truth and knowing and hearing the truth. But for those, the people that are see, this is the one I'm talking about. The people that are maybe I should do what Ram Dass did. He had a stroke and he had these problems. And when his mind wouldn't work for him, he said, please join me in the silence. I admire him. That man has really, they are the representation of the people at that level of consciousness. He said, but because you're with me as apostles and you're followers and you hear the truth, you have eyes to see and ears to hear, then you know the truth. I know I've shared a lot about my personal life today, and it was with the intention and that perhaps someone here could relate in my sharing and benefit from it. Because when I went into the ministry, I thought, if I could just make a difference in one person's life, then my ministry is a success. So I'm asking you to join me on a journey of self-discovery, a spiritual journey to change the world and everyone and everything on it by seeing the truth for what it really is. That everyone on this planet is a child of God, no matter what they have done, their sexual orientation, their color of skin, or whatever. Everyone is a child of God. And it is our challenge to see that in them and raise them up from that place that they've allowed themselves to go and be and do and have. I am not my brother's keeper. I am my brother. So, my brother, that's our journey of becoming. Get it? Good. Let's close with a prayer. Take a deep breath Bring it in, let it go. If anything that I've said today has caused tension, just let it go. Just know it's something you might want to look at. But right now, just let it go. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. We're here. It's now. That's all that matters. And so I say thank you, Father, Mother God. Thank you for the life that you have given us. Thank you for the love that you have given us. Thank you for all the good things that you have provided and are waiting for us to accept. So I accept now these gifts of love and joy and happiness and peace and abundance and health and all good things because they are our birthright. They are what you have given me. Anything less than that is a lie. And so I release that lie right now. Let it go. See it floating out into the universe and gone. And what is left is the perfection of who you are, the peace of who you are, the joy of who you are, the perfect health of who you are, and all good things are who you are. So I accept that now. I know that it's true. I say, thank you, Father, Mother God. And so it is.
And so it is.
And so I let it be.
Wonderful. What a wonderful message. Thank you, Reverend Merle. Reverend Merle requested this song this morning. It's called Ho'oponopono. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. Sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you. Namaste.
It's now time for conscious giving to our community. Money is a spiritual activity. That's okay, I love you.
I am so sorry. Please
Spiritual giving.
forgive me.
Spiritual giving is an opportunity to express our gratitude and open our consciousness to receive greater abundance. It is the practice of participating in the circulation of universal good. We have 3 ways to give here at CSL West Georgia. You can put cash or a check in the envelope found in the bulletin. You can donate online by accessing your personal Breeze account using the Breeze mobile app on your phone. You can also donate electronically with your phone by using the information found on the back of the bulletin. This information is also being placed in the chat window for our online viewers. If you donate online, either using your phone or your Breeze account, please put an online giving card in the collection plate to acknowledge your contribution. If you did not pick up one at the door, you can get one from the usher. Now, as one consciousness for prosperity, let us say together, freely I give with the feeling of abundance, knowing that my gift blesses others and myself as well. It's not playing it?
Freely I give, freely I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Freely I give, freely I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, giving from my heart and from my soul. Lovingly I give, lovingly I give, and the gifts come back to me tenfold. Joyfully I give.
And together we say, I am grateful for the divine givingness circulating abundantly through my life, our community, and our world. And so it is. Announcements. Next week, March 24th, our speaker will be our own Dorothea Gates. And finally, on March 31st, we will be celebrating Easter Sunday with an amazing sound bath experience presented by Nelta Scara and Emily Bryson. As always, it is an experience you don't want to miss. If anyone would like prayer support, please see our practitioner, Shauna, after the service, and you can use the privacy of the office for a prayer treatment. Also, we have prayer cards over by the credenza. If you fill one out and put it in the white box, the cards will be collected at the end of the service, and a treatment will be done for you during the week. Now, in this moment, let us close our human eyes as we view life through the eyes of spirit and bring into our consciousness Ken Reed and Mike Gayton. We speak with authority, knowing the truth of perfect health, wholeness, and well-being in mind, body, and spirit of Ken and Mike. Releasing the reality of this world into law with great gratitude, knowing that it is so, and so it is.
And so it is.
If anyone is with us today for the first time, please raise your hand so that our usher can bring you a welcome packet. And also, please connect with us on all of our social media platforms. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. The more you connect, the more visual we will be to others. And now for our closing affirmation, let us stand and say our closing affirmation together. We go forth today knowing that we are God's blessing in the world. Only good goes from us, only good comes to us, and so it is.
So it is. And we want everyone to form a circle, and we will close with the peace song. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With Spirit as our Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it